Because real estate is about more than houses, it's about community. And today's episode is exactly that. We're talking about a local coffee and flower shop, supporting small businesses, and raising middle school athletes who are somehow, some way about to be high schoolers, which just doesn't make any sense to anyone.
No.
You're listening to the Houses and Spouses podcast with Ryan Hamilton. Ryan Hamilton is a real estate agent with Good Oak Real Estate and the heart behind the I Do Guru, helping people build strong foundations, both in their homes and in their marriages. Let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Houses and Spouses podcast with Ryan Hamilton. I am said Ryan Hamilton, local real estate agent with Good Oak Real Estate here in the Phoenix and Tucson areas, and wedding officiant with the I Do Guru. And before we jump into today's episode, we are on site, on location here at Jasmine Joe's, whatever I'm pointing to here, coffee and flower shop. But before we get to that, we've got to do the dad joke. And I want to, Tiffany, I haven't introduced you yet, but I've got to ask you a question. Do you know what they say the fastest growing country is?
No.
It's Ireland, because every day it's Dublin. Okay. All right. Hopefully the podcast gets better. Okay. Today I've got a really fun guest, Tiffany, who is the operations manager here at Jasmine Joe Coffee and Flowers, and also happens to be the mom of Tyson, who plays basketball with my middle son, Brady.
Yes.
So today is one of those episodes where real life and business kind of collide in the best way. And Tiffany, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of the community.
Yes. So before we get any farther, let us know more about just kind of where we're located right now, so people know where to come and get some coffee and some flowers and that sort of thing.
Yes. So we are right on the corner of Mill and Baseline in the Milltown Plaza. We are located, the landmark really is Sombreros. We're right next to it. We're really close to Kiwanis Park, which makes it really nice to grab coffee after a day at the park with the kids, or there's a great dog park right up the street now. So, I mean, pretty conveniently located right off the freeway. People always say that, great meeting spot for your friends because it's right off the 60.
Yeah, we're kind of in the back, right, area here for
on
power and stuff like backside. So we're looking kind of the OG, the original Sombreros is right over there, and they're delivering their whatever they're delivering right now as we're recording this, so we could hear them backing up there. But glad to be here. So now that people know where to find you, and again, it's Jasmine Joe Coffee and Flower Shop.
Yes.
Okay, great. If someone's never been here, how would you describe it? What this place is?
I always say it's like grandma core eclectic, to be honest.
Oh, I like that.
Because I don't want to be the stereotypical coffee shop, because we're not, it's like two businesses fused into one. So the concept is really unique. So it's loungy, and it's nice to come and meet friends and just relax. It's cozy. Our cafe, we call like our little living room. Where there's little nooks within the store so that you could come and meet with friends or study or work. And we're really going after this being like your second place environment, because that's super important that people have that space. So, it's a vibe. You can't be mad when you come into our shop. Like literally you have to be happy. Because that's just what we go for. That's the vibe.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like just one of those, even though you can just come in, grab your coffee real quick. It's not, Absolutely. It doesn't feel like one of those places though. It's like, we're going to go there to have a coffee and to be part, do whatever. There's people hanging out outside. There was people inside. When I first walked in, you were talking to somebody about a flower arrangement and, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So let's talk about something that we hear all the time and that we try and kind of, push myself and my family and our business, which is supporting local businesses. So from your side, this is obviously a local small business.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean from a
as from a customer perspective?
Yeah, for a customer or from your perspective as a person running this. Running this
I think
business.
Really engaging in your community, knowing who your customer base is. I often say with operating a small business versus corporate is that you have the ability to be more creative. You can make the changes that need to happen to better serve your community quicker. So from my point of view, I have to really listen to our customers. Reviews hit way harder for local businesses.
Sure.
So remember when you're on Google and you're just like typing away because you had a bad experience, to really understand what you're doing to that business rather than just making a phone call directly to them and letting them know how your experience was. I mean, ultimately, as a small business, we are all trying to do our best right now. I mean, it's 2026.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many things that people are working through, trying to maintain staff, trying to work through price increases. So, I mean, obviously I went off a little bit, but
no,
just
that all makes sense.
like you have to make the best decisions for your community and your customer base, and know who that is. Like, you really have to know who it is. And the people that come in, you know, they're making the choice because you're doing those things. So,
yeah. So what's the best way if someone, and you talked about like, you know, online reviews and things like that. So what's the best way for people to support you, even if they're not coming in here every day? You know what I'm saying?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
There are not, I mean, obviously you might be stopping in, you live across town and your friend lives on the opposite side of town and you find this common meeting spot. And it's just kind to say like, hey, I found a great meeting spot. Tell your friends about it. If you're not on this side of town, you might know somebody that is. Even if you have weekly staff meetings or things like that, like find local businesses to support, to do that work and really just kind of immerse and give back to your community, because that's so important right now.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking more now just kind of directly about the coffee shop, what is your favorite drink? What's your go-to here?
Oh my gosh. I'm a shaken espresso girl now.
Okay.
I'm really, that's just what I want because I can sip on it and it's more coffee forward. But I really aim to like push the boundary with coffee flavors. Like, there's going to be something on every seasonal menu that you're like, whoa, cool. What?
Yeah. I didn't know
that seems uncomfortable.
I didn't know you had a bourbon flavored coffee.
Yeah, you have to. You know, people are really into what's trending too. Sure. You have to be, as a local coffee shop, it's saturated right now. It's super competitive. And if you are not constantly introducing new flavors and pushing people outside of their vanilla cinnamon latte, you're going to get left behind. Yeah. So you have to be super present with that. And what's ube? We got to try it.
Yeah.
What's banana cold foam? You got to do it. Pistachio, all these things that are new to the coffee world.
Banana cold foam sounds so delicious.
So good.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm going to get something with banana cold foam.
Yeah, you have to.
I have to.
It's fresh.
Yeah. So let's shift gears a little bit. But let's talk about youth sports and parenting. So we've got Tyson and Brady, both in 8th grade.
Yeah.
They both go to Pueblo.
Yeah.
Which, rest in peace, Pueblo closing down, unfortunately, in a couple of years, due to the enrollment issues that are facing the entire state and the entire country. So, but they're both playing club basketball with the Renegades right now. Shout out the Renegades. And they're both heading to Corona next year. Mm-hmm. And so my first question is, how the hell did that happen so fast? And then my second question would be, what's been your favorite part about watching Tyson kind of make the transition, just playing basketball in general?
I had this conversation with him this weekend as we were watching another team play, and I have always said this in my work position, is that athletes make the best employees. They just have so much character and the ability to adapt and change in the moment and like handle criticism and coaching. And, I see it in younger kids than ours that are, their coaches are just on them. And I'm like, that, I have faith that there is still going to be kids coming up that can work and, handle what the world deals,
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of times, and my background before real estate was in education, and a lot of times you've got kids in this generation that don't know how to take somebody saying you're not doing that correctly, or there's a better way to do it, or you should be doing this. And so that is life.
Life skills.
Yeah, that is life.
Yeah.
And there's only, basketball is not like football or baseball where there's only 5 spots. There's only 5 guys playing at one time, period. Yeah. And so football, there's 11 on each side. plus special teams, and baseball there's 9 plus a bunch of pitchers and anyway, so it's tough. I mean, it is
tough. And the percentage of, Tyson and I just talked about how much does basketball really take up of your life.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot right now, but trying to explain to him that, like, in hindsight, when it's all done, it was a small percentage of your life. So you really have to embrace it right now. And, really talking to him about how serious do you want to get about this? Like, how committed are you? Yeah. Like, what does the next level look like? And again, trying to remind myself, and all of us, he's 14.
Yeah, they're
kids.
And
that's a hard conversation to have.
No matter what you think, Brady and Tyson, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
And Elliot, all of them. Yeah. No, that's good. And and it's hard for them to keep in perspective too, that it's not just about wins and it's not just about playing time. It's about all the other things that we talked about. This is preparing them, whether they know it or not, to be a good person.
Yeah.
Like, be a coachable person in your career.
Yeah.
It's teaching you hard work. It's teaching you, to dedicate yourself to something, whatever it is. So, because that's the stuff that shows up later, with these kids. So, that was good. That was fun. And heading into high school, anything that makes you nervous, excited. I mean, we've already got Elliot there, so he's been there a couple of years. We love Corona.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything. I know you've got an older.
I do have an older daughter.
That's gone through everything.
I think academic pressure.
Sure.
His sister goes to Cornell, and she went to Chandler High.
Yeah.
She was in the International Baccalaureate program. To shout out to International Baccalaureate students. They work very, very hard, and the ones that are also student athletes, it's almost
Double
impossible for them.
Yeah.
So, trying to tell Tyson, like, his journey is his own.
Yeah.
As his sister's is hers. And so you guys are different athletes, different students, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So they are both strong in different areas. But, we have Tyson's the only boy in our house, and he's also the middle child. So I was
all those things, Tyson.
I was like, there's no pressure. No pressure. You go out and be the best person that you can be, and you're going to be great.
Yeah, that's good. I love watching him play too. He's, we talked about like energy guy, and that's what I feel like Tyson is. He's just, I think that soccer background too has got him in that shape where he's just he's going constantly. So
he loves soccer.
Well, good. We're hearing that beeping again, but I think they're almost done. But when you really think about all this, our conversation today, it kind of all connects for me. Small business, youth sports, community. It's just kind of about showing up for parents, and then for business owners, we're trying to do things that impact the people that we're serving, whether it's our kids, it's our clients, the community, whatever. The best way we know how, and we're not perfect. We make a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
I make a ton of mistakes. Yeah. And I think parenting is the most difficult thing, especially in today's day and age. So, so as we're kind of wrapping this up, quick recap. Support local business, especially Jasmine Joe's Coffee and Flower Shop.
Stop by.
Yes, come by. Follow them on Instagram.
Yes.
Your Instagram account, I don't know if you run it, but the IG account, it's going to make you want to come here if you follow them. So we'll tag them in the episode and on the screen, and then in the show notes as well. Community is built through relationships. It's not necessarily transactional, so that's I think key. And youth sports, it's about more than scoreboard, right? It's from a business person. We are instilling the future workforce with the skills that they need to hopefully succeed and be our future. So, if you got value from this, or if you know of someone buying, selling, or getting married, let me know. And if we're if you're out looking for coffee, come here. But before we get out of here, Tiffany, this is your time. Because every single guest that we have on here, most of them, unless we forget, we're not forgetting today, gives a dad joke. So, Tiffany, this is your dad joke moment, and the floor is yours.
All right. I said already this teeters on the verge of mom joke. So a snail goes into a paint shop with his car, and he says, I want you to put an S on every angle of my car. Every angle. Side, doors, everything. Guy goes, okay, but why? And he said, I want people to see me and say, look at that S car go.
Okay.
For me, guys.
Yeah, I get it. I like it. And what I like about it also is I don't think my son would get it either.
Yeah.
And I don't think
like,
Tyson
what
did.
does S car go?
Yeah. I mean, My kid doesn't even like lettuce on sandwiches. So this is going to be a good one to push it. So that's it. That's perfect. That's how we're going to end it. Thank you, everybody, for checking out another episode of the Houses and Spouses podcast. Tiffany, thank you for being on. This was fun.
Having me.
We'll see you in 2 days. I'm sure we've got some games and all that kind of stuff this weekend. So thanks for coming on, and we will see you on the next one.
This has been the Houses and Spouses podcast with Ryan Hamilton. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with someone who needs it. For real estate help or a wedding ceremony crafted with care, connect with Ryan online. See you next week.